Hello, everyone. Hello, how is everyone? I don't like the whole flip side of it. Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? We've already got 3 people. That's pretty cool. So I'm just trying to get the right sort of trying to get in the middle of it, but it never quite works, doesn't it? Probably the webcam. But I am here to chat about all sorts of different things and stuff like that. I am just trying to find out where this stream link is. So let's just have a looky look. Everything is so messy at the moment. Life and things like that. Hang on. Got to put in the link for people to know where I am. Where am I? All right. Oh, thanks for the thumbs up for whoever. Do chat along if you can. I don't know if I can at this point. The top chat. All chats are visible. All right. There we go. We've got a question in. What do you think of Super Mario Maker 2? I think it's really good. I think it's an excellent little game. And I'm very pleased about the game coming out. So that was the one game that I wanted, and Xenoblade Chronicles X, which unfortunately I don't feel like I'm going to get my generational time, which is a bit sucky, but that's what happens. But I'm happy with Mario Maker. I kind of expected that game to come out, and in June, that's a good time for me. I can afford it, and I'll definitely put it in the budget to keep those things going. So I'm very, very pleased about that. Hello, John Rambo. How are you today? Good to see you. Your name does ring a bell, but I'm not too sure about it. All right. So, any other things you wanted to see in the direct, apart from Xenoblade? I didn't love seeing your plushies. Oh, thank you. They're always very nice. I should get them out one time later on and put the batteries back in Pikachu. He's lost his spark at the moment. So yes, that sort of thing. But other things I wanted to see in direct, I can't really think of anything. I wouldn't have minded seeing Animal Crossing, but I knew that was too soon in terms of revealing that content. Because Animal Crossing is going to be your perfect. I just have a cat under me. Oh, he always comes in every stream, don't you? He's a bit tired. I expect Animal Crossing at E3, and I expect Pokemon news could come out on the Pokemon Day, which is towards the end of February. So I won't say I don't think they'll give you too much info on the game, but they might just give you a bit of a tease of things to come. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. All right. I always ask you to get him out. Oh, you do too. I currently have a cat on my lap at the moment, so it's a little difficult for the time being. I might do it later on the stream, so I'll be sticking around for at least half an hour, get that watch time up and going. So that helps a lot too. So it's been a pretty busy time for me personally, trying to look for work and working out life in itself. And yeah, I've got blank paper, but I've been working out how to put the channel in with my life a little better and what events to do. So that's been a little... My hair's terrible at the moment. I'm due for a haircut, but I can't afford one at the moment. Because like $20, $30, I'm like, can't do that. I'll let it grow out a little bit until, March or something, and then I'll get a haircut, and I probably am a little bit due for the old shave. What do you think should be in one of the Smash download content packs. I say maybe something from the Legend of Zelda, because the only characters you've got is the Triforce 3, which isn't too many actually when you think about it from the Legend of Zelda series. So maybe a character from that series. I'm not too fussed about who that would be, but you know, whoever comes out and does that sort of stuff. So I'm not too fussed about who comes. Like, there's about 75 characters in this game now, so I'm pretty happy with what they've got. So my timeline for the moment is late. Hang on. Late February, I'll be streaming sort of retro games for the first couple of weeks. And tonight, I think you'll see an old video that I'll re-upload for gameplay encounters. Xenoblade Chronicles X, a couple hours of that. That will be a little fun for some of the newer subscribers to see that again. And I might do a little Super Mario Maker thing and add that together before the new version comes out. We'll get rid of that quickly in February. So you've got March, April, May, and then June will be pretty busy with Super Mario Maker happening then. So that will be late February. Middle of March is when I think I will be streaming from the Switch itself. And for the Canberra Club, we're trying to stream events like Smash Brothers Online. So even if you don't own the game, you can play the game. You can watch us play. That's the whole point in trying to get people into it. Because I know some people don't have Splatoon, or some people don't have even Mario Kart they might not own, or Smash Brothers. There's a few other third-party games that I wouldn't mind getting. Still trying to pre-order Animal Crossing. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's in the pre-order mix at the moment. So that's something to look at too, for that time being. And plus, apart from trying to get things for the channel, I've been trying to get stuff for my house because I don't really have a proper coffee table and stuff like that. So I'm trying to do the Nintendo Engineer stuff and getting new furniture, which it's been pretty fun. It is online but not in store. Oh, okay. We know it's coming out. We don't even know what the name of the game is. It's pretty funny when they just show just a logo of a game and the year, and people just run out and pre-order it. I don't know if I'll buy it physically or digitally. I don't know if Animal Crossing is going to be a big game to play at midnight because it's a very slow-paced game. So I don't know about that. Randomly Squid says, what do you think of the story mode for Smash Brothers Ultimate? I didn't like the story mode. There was no cutscenes. That was extremely lazy of them. No cutscenes. That's why I was so disappointed. The beginning seemed really cool, and then that was it. No real cutscenes until the very end. So that was disappointing for that. Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be a game, for Animal Crossing, it's probably going to be a game that you play every day. And there may be times where you forget your physical cartridge. You might put something else in your Switch. So that's something to look at too. That sort of thing as well. So it's something to look out for. Let me think. So yes, mid-March I'll be doing that items for the house. So I'm sort of doing my budget here and chatting at the same time. It's a bit of fun, but it's got to do with Nintendo Engineers as well. What else am I doing? So Yes, with the Canberra group at the moment, we've done a few online events, which has been good. I've been happy about that. Trying to find a physical place has been a bit difficult. So, two of the places we've been looking at is Revolution CD and the Copper Dragon. So, we're talking really Canberra Pacific areas here. Revolution CD seems to be more interested in doing weekday stuff, like from 5:30 p.m. onwards, and that's a bit hard for me because I live on the other side of Canberra. So transport wise, that's hard, and especially when I rely on um, public transport. And public transport's not that great until possibly after April when they fix up their timetables and makes it more nighttime friendly, you can say. So, and with the Copper Dragon, I haven't heard a peep from them. I went to see them in the middle of January. They seem kind of keen on it, and I haven't heard a word back from them. So I'll have to contact them next, or probably tomorrow, I say, and see what's going on with that. So that's interesting. Oh, Mo Blues. Well, you didn't say quite a bad word, but yes, it did get held for review, that message. So good to see you, Mo Blues. So we're still trying to chase up that physical area to do a meetup, and I have to do a location that's near me as well, and that's been proven to be a little bit tricky as well here in the Gungahlin area. So that's something that I have to look into as well. I have to have a bit of a think about. So tell us what you've been playing, any games and things like that. Let me know. I'll be keen to see how this turns out. Yes, which is interesting. It's been an interesting few weeks for me trying to. You'll be there in spirits during the meetups. Oh yes. Well, we've got to get people to turn up. That's going to be the hard part. I'm just worried the first meetup's going to be shitty. Fortnite, Black Ops, Apex. Yeah, everyone's playing the Battle Royale games. Helps when they're free, those games. Broforce. Oh, yeah. That's not bad. Also, Undertale. Yep, that's a good game as well. So that's been some good work. So I'm just looking at April. My budget. Um, yeah, and from May onwards, hopefully, fingers crossed, that I'm going to get a new nice microphone. So I don't have to deal with this, and I can just plonk it down here and just sort of talk into it. The sound would be a little bit better too. Playing Far Cry New Dawn. I heard about that. Is that just a download content version of Far Cry? Or it's a brand new game, I guess, and some GTA as well. That's not bad. I have been playing some of the old retro games lately. I played Mario Tennis on was it the game? I think it would be the Game Boy Advance, and that's been a bit of fun. Mucking around with some old emulator games on the Atari and Sega Master System too. I've been doing a couple projects on that related to the channel, so there is information about it, but you have to go to my website to see some of the inner details of that, which has been a bit fun. Just checking any messages. Oh, okay. So, nope, brand new game. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, the Wii Sports. Yeah, I'll probably get out the Wii later on and work out how to do that again. Wii was a good console. I didn't like the Wii U. I mean, I did during it, but nowadays it's really pointless to have a Wii U unless you like those games like the Wonderful 101 and games like that. I just weren't into them, to be honest. I just thought they were pretty average for me personally, I just weren't into them. So that's something to look into as well for me, new games. Mr. Rambo says he played Call of Duty Black Ops 4. That's not bad. I've played that at my friend's place a bit. Project Cars 2, have not played. And Gran Turismo. Oh, yeah. Yeah, traded in for the Switch. That was probably a good bet to do in terms of getting rid of the Wii U. But I do have the original Wii U box there. So I've kept all the boxings and packagings and that. So, which isn't so bad. So, and yes, I'll be happy to get a new microphone for this. I don't mind this, but it just gets a little bit annoying having this over my ears all the time. Just not the consoles. Oh, I wish I had all the boxes. That's what I've been trying to do, which has been proving to be very difficult. Could be costly for me. So you can see I've got the Switch on one row. I'm getting the pen movement wrong. And then you've got this the Wii U. And you have the Wii. Everything's kind of backwards, isn't it? It's back to front, this video look. And I don't know why. I'm not really pleased about that. We might have to not do that. I don't know why. What's this? I'm just clicking on buttons here. Oh yeah, you can share it to stuff. Okay, that's not bad. But yeah, I wouldn't mind getting the N64 box, maybe the GameCube box if that's cheap. But some of the other older console boxes are pretty hard to find, and they get pretty expensive as well. So that that becomes being an issue, I suppose. But we'll see what will happen. Ah, yes, the N64. I wouldn't mind getting another one of them. But just the cost of the games is just really high at the moment. So that's where I sort of go, can't afford to do that. So that makes it a little difficult for me to handle and to deal with. So that makes it a bit, yeah. Oh, I know. I'm not too sure what I'm reminding you of, but I will try to stop. Oh yeah, that. Oh, you're stating me. Yeah, the prices are pretty high, unfortunately. It does make it difficult, but we'll see what will happen. So, yeah, it's been pretty bit of a busy, crazy time. Now on the wow, $25 for Pokemon Snap. That's pretty cheap. That's pretty good. So got possessed by Mario. That's not too bad. This Wiss, you're really keeping. He's still on my lap after all this time, so that's a little bit annoying, but that's okay. So I've been getting so next month, after streaming some old retro stuff, I'll stream some Switch games, incorporate with that with the Canberra group, and there will be a whole bunch of new items for the house, which is very, very nice. And April, I'll probably get out the video camera back out again and do some more location type stuff. But it's been a bit of a busy sort of hectic time, just trying to financially work out what I can get now and later on and things like that. So, but the channel's doing all right, and I think that things are pretty good. Yes, here he is. He is still on my lap, and it's a hot night, Whisk. You don't think about Daddy, don't you? No? Okay. So yeah, I think the next 2 or 3 months is going to be pretty good. It's going to be a bit challenging at times, but we'll see what will happen. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, be fun. But if you got any questions or thoughts, the Nintendo Direct, I thought that was fine. I didn't mind Link's Awakening. I just don't know if I can really afford a full price game Zelda again. Like I've still got Breath of the Wild, and it's sort of like it's an old Game Boy game. I could just get a Game Boy game version of it and just play through it. But it does look very nice and cute. What was the other game? Clapton Games made a game which was interesting. Oh, TikTok memes. They used to be Vine meme, like those 6-second clips. Now it's 15 seconds. So it's pretty similar. Yeah, I just couldn't get into that type of social media stuff. For live videos, I tried to get into younow.com, and that wasn't too bad. I'm thinking of popping back on there one day because there is a chance of making a bit of building up a bit of an audience and making a bit of money from there if I get a fan base up there. But I think that would be pretty tough. So I just stick mostly to YouTube before that. These new games are picking up my plans to pick up some new games. Oh, yes, when you go overseas, that's right. Yeah, that would be fun to do that overseas. Now, one of the things I've checked my subscriber count, and now I've officially gone over 900. So I'm 901 at the moment. So you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. If you have a second account, now is the time to support me to try to get to 1,000, because it's going to be a bit of a battle here. But I think once I go over 1,000 subs, I'm hoping that the growth will go a little quicker. YouTube might look after me a little better. Big kitty. So I'm looking forward to getting to 1,000 subs. It's been a long time in the making. But in terms of new games that I'm getting, I think the next big new game will probably be Super Mario Maker, and then I'll probably wait for Animal Crossing and Pokemon for the rest of the year. Oh wow, it's 4 a.m. Geez, that's early. It's good. It shows how dedicated you are to this channel. It's very nice to see that. So I don't get many viewers, as you can tell. I'm surprised I actually have 3, to be honest. Normally it's pretty quiet during this time. So yes, it does happen like that. But here it's nearly 9 p.m, so it's not too bad. So yeah, it's not too bad here. Oh, Whisk, why can't you hop off me? But yeah, I mean, I was up during the night a bit, working out the budget and things like that, what I can do, what I can't, all that sort of thing. But I'm looking forward to it. Yes, so we're up to 24 minutes into this live stream. It's doing pretty well. We've got a few people here, a few likes, which is always nice to see. And the Nintendo Direct has come and gone. So Nintendo does a pass mark for that. One of the interesting rumors that I've heard just today, which I do a video after this, is Nintendo is looking into. I'll just pause on that. What do you think about Joker and Smash? Good character choice, something different. Seems like they're making their decisions well. So I approve of that one. So yeah, Joker and Smash is a good idea. Now heading back to the rumor that we've heard is that Nintendo is actively trying to do a VR type game for the Switch this year, as early as this year. That might be their ace in the sleeve or the ace in the card or something like that. And one website said it could be a Labo type VR experience that you get like a VR case that you put on yourself, and then the Switch console sort of slides into it. Ooh. And that's not too bad as a solution. Do I think Nintendo's doing VR? I think they're looking into it, but I'm not too sure how close they are to releasing something. And I'm not too sure the Switch would actually look good as a VR experience. Because the problem is you won't be able to see anything on the TV. It would have to be just a Switch console experience itself. So the battery life could take an absolute thumping out of the VR mode. So I'm a little bit worried about that in terms of how would that all work. I'm not too sure the console's powerful enough or not. But also another rumor was that the Switch's release was delayed so they could put VR technology into that. What do I think? Is that the Disney game that's coming out? Because I saw it and I just thought, I wasn't too big onto it, to be honest, with the that game. If that's the game I'm thinking of, the Disney game, yeah, I thought it was okay. I guess if you're a Disney fan, you'll like it. If not, yes, the VR for PlayStation 4, that's not too bad. The PS4. So yeah, I think VR for PS4 is fine. For Switch, I don't know, but they could prove us wrong and do something pretty amazing with it. Could be all right. Yeah, I can't think of any other games that I was interested in, to be honest. From the Direct, 50-50 on the Switch. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But I will probably make that video up later on and see what happens with that. So, Whisk. I'm just trying to center myself here a little more, but trying to center myself with the bookcases, and it never quite works out. You've got to kind of sit it like this. It's the way the desk is set up too. It's really annoying. Oh well. Tetris 99 is for old school competitors. It is, I guess. Depending on certain features here and there. Who is this person? I am very smart. Hello, how are you? Do subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It would be very nice. I did kind of name him after Whiskets. Oh, the autofocus is gone. Oh, that's back. I did kind of name him after the Whiskets because I thought of everything when I got him except for his name, and I didn't really know what to name him. I'm not really good at naming stuff like that. So I thought, oh, well, I'll just shorten it for Whisk, and, the name will attach to him at some point. And now it's worked out. So, which is pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. He's now 12 years old, which is good fun. Can't think of anything else to really chat about at this point. So yes, streaming games on the Switch will be middle of March, and then I don't think say next week. Is it next week? Yeah, probably the following week. I'll start streaming some retro games first off, and that will help me out in life and be able to do things. My favorite Mario game. I guess Mario Galaxy or the Mario Kart series. They will, with Janie there, I hope they're also making a new Mario Kart. They're not going to make a new Mario Kart for the Switch. They only do one game per generation, and because no one bought the Wii U, they decided to, do deluxe versions of the Wii U stuff, which is pretty clever about that. So if you want Mario Kart 9, that would be coming out on the next Switch console, which is still like probably another 4 years away. So there's a bit of a wait there. You have to wait until next decade for stuff like that. But I'll be looking forward to Pokemon and Animal Crossing. And Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is a pretty much near perfect game. Oh. Yeah, Nintendo Land was a good game. Zombie U was a pretty good game as well. Probably the best use of the gamepad, and that was a launch title. So that was disappointing to see that. That after launch, no one really knew what to do with the gamepad, which is a bit sad. But yes, shall be fun. But yeah, I'm very happy with the Switch library. Lots of role-play games are coming out, Japanese role-play games, especially during the Direct, which was a big thing. So I'm happy about that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to all the different games that's coming out. It's definitely going to be better than last year in terms of numbers and that. So pretty happy about that sort of that work that is happening. So any last questions or thoughts? I guess we might stop the stream at some point, unless a whole bunch of people come on. What's your favorite Pokemon? Favorite Pokemon would be Lapras and Pikachu, sort of around there. I mostly like the Gen. I'm a Gen 1 Whinger. I don't mind the other generations. It's just, 8th generation is going to be bad enough as it is. We're going to have over 900 Pokemon. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult to remember all of them now. As you can tell, I'm getting tired. It's only 9 p.m, so it's not a really good sign, isn't it? It's not. Let's look at, just looking at the stats, everyone. But yeah, so the next couple of weeks, you'll see some more streamy stuff appear on the channel, and I'll try to work out the meetups for the Canberra group. Not too sure how that's going to go. Do I play Pokemon Go? That's a good question. No, I don't. I did for the first couple months, and after a while, I just wasn't too hung up on running around and catching Pokemon all the time. I think I'll do it when I get Let's Go. Add me on Fortnite. All right, we'll allow that message to come in. But thank you, Randomly Squid. Do subscribe to Nintendo News if you have not yet, and that'll be very, very helpful. But yeah, I will play Pokemon Go when I get Pokemon Let's Go. I don't know when I'm going to get that. I was thinking maybe after. I was thinking before Super Mario Maker, but I'm thinking maybe afterwards, and maybe dedicate like August or September to it, because I know that Animal Crossing will be coming in, and I've also got Pokemon Generation 8 to screen and to stream. So makes it a bit difficult. I did do a lot of streaming for Super Smash Brothers, so I'll work it out. I'll work it out later on. But be a bit of a challenge to see what I can do. But I think we might call into this stream. So the main news is that streaming is coming back. In the next week or so, will be retro games, followed by streaming games in the middle of March. I'm getting new stuff from my house, which makes me happy. And we will also be doing physical meetups for the Canberra Nintendo Ninja Club, hopefully in March. We were hoping to be February, but there's been a few, plan A sort of fallen through a fair bit. But we'll work that out soon. But the channel is doing well. People seem to be happy, and things are rolling along pretty well. So a big thank you to everyone who has watched the stream, probably about half a dozen or so. Good to see everyone, and I shall see you on Facebook or Discourse, or even here on YouTube, or on my website, Chris Tice's Creativity, on a blog website. Hello, Fraser, legend bro. All right, thank you very much for that comment. Do subscribe to the channel if you have not, because we're trying to get to 1,000. This is it now. We're in the end game. So we're at 901, and this is it. The dream is finally about to be realized after all this time. So that is it for me, and I shall see you later on.